The smartphone world is never quiet, and Samsung is once again at the center of attention. Just when we thought the Galaxy Ultra series had found its rhythm with consistent Snapdragon chips and polished hardware, the company is preparing to shake things up in a way that very few expected. The upcoming Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra, set for release in early 2026, is shaping up to be one of the most talked about smartphones of the decade. Not only is Samsung reportedly preparing a dramatic design refresh and camera overhaul, but rumors also suggest a major shift in processors, a move that could redefine the company's future in the flagship arena. Today we'll go deep into every leak, benchmark, and insider tips surrounding the Galaxy S26 Ultra. From chipset battles to AI breakthroughs, display technology, camera upgrades, software features, and battery improvements, this script covers everything you need to know about Samsung's boldest flagship yet. So, if you're excited about Samsung's future, buckle up. This is going to be a comprehensive breakdown of what makes the Galaxy S26 Ultra both thrilling and controversial. New era for Samsung flagships. Samsung has always played a balancing act between innovation and reliability. With the Galaxy S21 Ultra, they showed the world that Ultra means serious performance, professional-grade cameras, and massive displays. The S22 Ultra cemented the legacy by merging the Galaxy Note line's S Pen into the Ultra family. The S23 Ultra and S24 Ultra refined the formula with Snapdragon dominance, 200 mAh camera breakthroughs, and improved cooling systems. The S25 Ultra followed with more polished AI features and ecosystem upgrades. But now, with the Galaxy S26 Ultra, Samsung is making a bold, almost risky move, reportedly switching the entire lineup back to Exynos chipsets, not just in Europe or Asia, but worldwide. This decision could either make or break the Ultra's reputation. The Exynos 2600, Samsung's gamble. For years, Samsung's in-house Exynos processors have had a mixed reputation. In some generations, they lagged behind Qualcomm Snapdragon chips in raw performance, gaming optimization, and battery efficiency. This led Samsung to eventually offer Snapdragon variants in major markets, but 2026 might mark a turning point. According to recent benchmarks, the Exynos 2600 is not only competitive, it might actually beat Qualcomm's Snapdragon 8, elite in several categories. Geekbench leaks single core. Score 3,339 points, very close to Apple's A18 and A19 Bionic levels. Multi-core. Score 11,256 points, higher than Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 2, and even ahead of Apple's iPhone 16 Pro in some tests. These numbers suggest Samsung is finally ready to challenge Apple and Qualcomm head-on, but numbers aren't everything. Sustained performance, thermal efficiency, and real-world optimization are what matter most to users. Thermal innovations, heat path. Block one of the biggest weaknesses of past Exynos chips was heat management. Samsung appears to be addressing this with a new system called Heat Path Block, HPB. This advanced cooling design redistributes heat more effectively across the chip, preventing thermal throttling and ensuring smoother gaming sessions, video editing, and extended multitasking. GPU evolution. Samsung's own graphics. Power. Perhaps the most exciting change is Samsung's decision to move away from AMD-based GPU designs and instead develop its own in-house GPU. Reportedly under the guidance of a former Huawei GPU executive, this shift signals long-term ambition. The debut GPU may not immediately surpass Qualcomm's Adreno or Apple's custom GPUs, but if Samsung invests consistently, it could mean faster innovation cycles, tighter hardware-software integration, and greater independence from competitors. Galaxy S26 Ultra, design and build. The Galaxy Ultra line has always been about big, bold designs. With the S26 Ultra, Samsung is expected to deliver both refinement and evolution. Frame material, titanium, continuing the premium material introduced with competitors like the iPhone 15 Pro Max, lighter, stronger, and more resistant to drops. Back panel, matte glass with a new frosted texture to reduce fingerprints. Leaks also suggest Samsung may experiment with color-shifting coatings that change shades under different lighting. Form factor. Slightly thinner and lighter than the S25 Ultra despite housing a bigger battery. This is thanks to improvements in internal component miniaturization. Colors. Expect classic phantom black and titanium gray, But rumors also hint at bold new options like emerald green, burgundy red, and sapphire blue. The design won't be radically different, but refinements in ergonomics, weight distribution, and durability will make the device more enjoyable for long-term use. Display technology. The pinnacle of visuals, Samsung is the king of smartphone displays, and the Galaxy S26 Ultra is set to push the boundaries even further. Size: 6.9-inch, dynamic AMOLED 2X panel. Resolution: QHD Plus with adaptive resolution scaling. Refresh rate: up to 144 Hz. LTPO for ultra-smooth motion and battery efficiency. Brightness: rumored peak brightness of 3,500 nits, making it the brightest smartphone display ever, perfect for HDR video and outdoor visibility. Protection: Gorilla Glass Armor 3 with improved scratch resistance. One new feature Samsung might add is AI-optimized display calibration. Using adaptive AI algorithms, the display could automatically adjust color tones, brightness, and sharpness depending on the type of content, whether you're watching a movie, editing a photo, or reading text in low light. Camera system. Beyond 200 megapixels, cameras are always the centerpiece of ultraphones, and the Galaxy S26 Ultra won't disappoint. Quad lens setup, rumored. Main sensor: 200 megapixels and 1-inch sensor with variable aperture, f1.2, f4.0, for better low light and depth control. Ultra wide, 48 megapixels. With a wider field of view and improved distortion correction. Telephoto, 50 megapixels. Periscope zoom with up to 10x optical zoom and AI. Super resolution up to 200x secondary. Telephoto, portrait. Lens, 50 megapixels with 3x zoom optimized for portrait photography. AI enhancement. Samsung is betting big on AI computational photography in 2026. Expect smarter low-light processing, real-time scene detection, motion stabilization, and instant background removal for portrait. Shots. Video recording 8K at 60 FPS with improved thermal. Efficiency 4K at 120 FPS for cinematic. Slow motion. AI powered video editing tools directly in the Gallery app, letting you crop, stabilize, and even reframe shots with minimal effort. This system could make the Galaxy S26 Ultra the most advanced camera phone of its time, rivaling not just iPhones but also dedicated compact cameras, software, and AI. One UI 8 plus Galaxy AI 2.0 with the Galaxy S26 Ultra. Samsung isn't just focusing on hardware. Software will play a massive role, particularly in the age of AI-driven smartphones. Operating system: Android 26 with One UI 8.0 out of the box. Galaxy AI 2.0. The next generation of Samsung's AI suite, offering features like real-time translation during calls, AI text summarization for emails, documents, and web pages, on-device generative AI for creating wallpapers, editing photos, and enhancing productivity. Smarter Samsung Notes with handwriting to digital transcription and auto-formatting. AI is no longer just a buzzword. It's becoming central to the smartphone experience. And Samsung wants the S26 Ultra to be the leader in this field. Battery and charging. Samsung knows battery life is a deal breaker for many users. Here's what to expect. Battery capacity: 6,000 mAh, largest ever in the Ultra line. Charging speeds: 65W wired fast charging, 30W wireless charging, and 15W reverse wireless charging. AI battery management: intelligent charging profiles that learn your habits to extend long-term battery health. The combination of a bigger battery, efficient Exynos 2600, and AI-optimized power use could make the S26 Ultra a true two-day phone for average users. Release date and pricing. Samsung typically unveils its Galaxy S series in January or February, and leaks suggest the Galaxy S26 lineup will launch in early 2026. Pre-orders should go live immediately, with shipping starting a few weeks later. As for price, expect a slight increase due to the titanium frame and larger battery. Galaxy S26 Ultra starting price: around $139.99, $149.99 USD depending on region and storage option. Why the Galaxy S26 Ultra matters. The Galaxy S26 Ultra isn't just another yearly upgrade, it represents a turning point. Samsung is betting heavily on its own silicon, its own GPU design, and its growing AI ecosystem. If it succeeds, Samsung could reduce its dependence on Qualcomm and set the tone for the entire Android flagship market. If it fails, however, it risks alienating loyal Ultra fans who demand nothing but the best. Final thoughts. The Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra is shaping up to be one of the most exciting smartphones of 2026. With a groundbreaking Exynos 2600 chip, a stunning 6.9-inch AMOLED display, a 200MP camera powerhouse, massive battery upgrades, and AI-driven software, it promises to deliver an unmatched flagship experience. But Samsung's bold decision to rely entirely on Exynos worldwide is both thrilling and risky. Will it be remembered as the phone that gave Samsung independence and dominance? Or will it be criticized as the year Samsung gambled too hard? Either way, the Galaxy S26 Ultra is guaranteed to dominate headlines, spark debates, and set the stage for the next chapter in smartphone evolution.